This is one of the best bits of building advice I've ever been given, and today I want to share it with you. The only thing you need to change is how you think about building. All you need to do is build a feeling instead of an image. Now bear with me, I know this sounds weird, but once this clicks, trust me, you'll never build the same way again. So here's what I want you to do. Think about Lego. Those bricks often don't have a particular purpose assigned to them, and even when they do, they're often used in imaginative new ways. Now apply this concept to Minecraft. For example, the tree over here, I use branches built from diorite and andesite. Whilst these don't make sense in Minecraft, when you look at it without the context of Minecraft, does it really matter? As long as the colours and textures make sense, the build will look good. But right now you're probably thinking something along the lines of none of this is a new idea. But what I'm about to suggest is that you take it further. Minecraft is a game, so play with it. All you need to do to learn to build better is to go into Creative World and experiment with blocks. Use blocks you wouldn't normally dream of using. What you build probably won't look good. The example on screen here, I'm not a fan of it personally. But I think what is important is you're learning to approach building in a new way. You're thinking of it as a palette, you're thinking of colours and textures, you're not thinking of blocks. And by experimenting and trying new blocks, you find combinations you'd never normally use. Even combinations that to me seem obvious now, like using moss and green hardened clay, a year or two ago I probably wouldn't have thought of. But this is how you progress as a builder. You have to look at building as an art form, like painting. You're creating emotions and feelings. The core concept of this is you're expressing a build. If you think about how you decorate a build, you won't necessarily use things literally, or things that even make sense, but it's about making it feel like there's a story. Look at so many works of art, they're not literally painting a building, or a tree, or a house. They're painting what it feels like, or what it looks like. It may not be what it looks like to the human eye, but it's the emotions it conjures and the feelings it creates. Now, I know some people are going to probably comment, oh, you're telling people to do block vomit. Block vomit is a weird term. I don't think anyone has the same definition as anyone else. Personally, I think block vomit is when builders are using a variety of blocks that do not go well together to a diminishing effect of the overall build. What I'm telling you to do here is to try and practice with different blocks and learn to express what you're building through a variety of blocks, not just throw random blocks at a building. And what you're practicing is not what you're going to necessarily build eventually. It's all about an exercise. It's about training your brain to look at blocks in a different way. Look at this example I made. This wall can use 1 block, 4 blocks, 13 blocks, or even 19 blocks. Now, I'd say the 19 blocks and the 13 blocks in this case look like block vomit, but if it's a larger wall with more space to spread them out, and you can build them in a more organised fashion, it may well not. But for other people, even the 4 block one might be seen as block vomit. It purely comes down to people's own preference and views. Essentially, you need to practice until you find a balance that works for you, but you also need to never stop experimenting and allowing your style to change. I hope you found this video helpful, and since you clearly want to improve your building, here's some tips on how to improve your builds.